Good morning, students. Very pleasant and nice morning to all of you. Now, we again came with a new video with a new chapter, and this chapter is compound interest. So, let's start the video. First of all, let's have the introduction of compound interest. Okay, so when money is borrowed on simple interest, then the interest is calculated uniformly on the original principal throughout the loan period. However, in post offices, banks, insurance corporations, and other companies which lend money and accept deposits, the method of calculating interest is quite different. Under this method, the borrower and the lender agree to fix a certain unit of time, say 1 year, or a half year, or quarter year, that is 3 months, to settle the previous account. In such cases, the interest occurred during the first unit of time is added to the original principal, and the amount so obtained is taken as the principal for second unit of time. The amount of this principal at the end of second unit of time becomes the principal for the third unit of time, and so on. After a specified period, the difference between the amount and the money borrowed is called the compound interest. I hope so that you have understood what is compound interest. Now let's start compound interest by solving few problems. So this is my first question. In order to calculate compound interest when interest is compounded annually. Annually means in per year. So let's see the question. The question is find the compound interest on 25,000 for 3 years at 10% per annum compounded annually. So what is the principal for the first year? Here you can see the principal for the first year is 25,000. You can see here. And interest for the first year is, as I can see in simple interest we have already studied P into R into T, that is principal into rate into time divided by 100. So interest will be calculated as 2500. Now what is the amount at the end of first year? So we will add the interest with the principal and we get the final amount, that is 27,500, and this 27,500 is the principal for the second year. Now in second year, what will be the interest? The interest will be as calculated 2700. Now after the end of second year, what will be the amount, final amount? The final amount will be 27,500 plus 2750. So the whole amount becomes 30,250. So this is the principal for the third year. Now what is the interest at the third year? Because we have 3 years. So what is the interest at the third year? It is 3025. So amount at the end of third year will be principal plus interest. So principal was 30,250 plus interest was 3025. So after adding it we get 33,275. You can see here. So the compound interest will be the total amount at the end of third year minus the principal during the starting period. So that is 33,275 minus 25,000. So the total compound interest compounded annually at a rate of 10% for 3 years was 8,275. So I hope that you have understood this question. Now let's see some more questions. So before starting few more questions, we have a next topic, that is when the compound interest is compounded half yearly. Previous one we have previous this question, the interest was compounded annually, but in this the compound is the interest is compounded half yearly. So how we will solve the question? So let's see, one question is there here. Find the compound interest on 5,000 for 1 year at 8% per annum compounded half yearly. Now you can see here that for 1 year the rate of interest is 8% per annum, but it is compounded half yearly. Now when such type of question came, you have to do two things. First, you have to multiply the rate with 1 by 2. So here the rate is 8%. When I multiply it with 1 by 2, it becomes 4%. That is 4% per half year, because the rate is compounded annually, that is 8% per annum. Now here 4% will be per half year, and time you have to multiply it with 2. So total time is 1 year. So there will be 2 half years. Time will be 2 half years, and the original principal is 5,000. So what I will do, we will first calculate the interest for the first half year. So the interest is 200 here. You can see it is calculated here that the interest is 200. Now amount at the end of first half year will be 5,000 plus 200, so that becomes 5,200. And this is the principal for the second half year. So in second half year, what will be the interest? You can see here 5,200 into 4 into 1 divided by 100. So total interest is 208. So the amount at the end of second half year is 5,200 plus 208, and the whole interest is and the whole amount is 5,408. So the compound interest for this 5,000 amount for 8% per annum of 1 year compounded half yearly will be the amount at the end of second year minus the principal. So 5,408 minus 5,000. So the final answer will be 408, and this is the way to calculate the compound interest. Now let's start the compound interest. Earlier we are discussing to calculate the compound interest on the basis of the formula of simple interest. Now compound interest has its own formula also. So let us discuss compound interest formula, and let us calculate few questions using compound interest formula. So students, this is the compound interest formula, that is amount is equals to principal into 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. This is the method to calculate the amount. Now after you get the amount, you have to subtract it with principal. When you subtract amount with principal, you will get the interest, that is compound interest. So this is the formula. So let's solve few questions. So this is my first question. The first question is find the amount of 8,000 for 3 years compounded annually at 10% per annum, and also find the compound interest. So we will directly apply the formula. Here P is equals to 8,000, R is equals to 10%, and time is, that is N, is equals to 3 years. So the formula is A is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. So I will apply the formula, and after applying the formula, after calculating it, I got the amount 10,648. This is the amount which the person will get after 3 years, and the compound interest will be what I said you, amount minus principal. So amount is 10,648 minus 8,000. So the final compound interest is 2,648. So using the compound interest formula, it is very easy to solve the questions without processing for a long method. For example, in simple interest you can see we have to calculate for the first year, then we have to calculate the amount for the first year, then we have to calculate second year, then third year. So it was quite lengthy, but by using the compound interest formula, you can directly solve the questions. Now let's see the next question. Okay, so before moving to our next question, there is one next case, that is when the interest is compounded annually but rates are different. If the rates are different, here in the earlier questions we see that the rates are same for 3 years 10% per annum, but for the 3 years if that is not 8% per annum, then how we will solve it. So let's see the question. So here comes the formula. When the interest is compounded annually but the rates are different for different years, so the formula for calculating the amount is, here you can see, here one question is given that let principal be P, time is 2 years, and let the rate be P% during the first year, Q% for the second year. So the amount after 2 years will be P into 1 plus P by 100 into 1 plus Q by 100. It means that for different rates, different formulas, for different rates, for you have to calculate the different formula. Here you can see P into 1 plus P by 100, that is for the P%, into 1 plus Q by 100, that is for the Q%. So for different rates, you have to apply different sums. Now let's see the next one. So this is the question related to that different rates. Find the amount of 50,000 after 2 years compounded annually, the rate of interest being 8% per annum during first year, 9% per annum during second year, and find the compound interest. So you can see here students that the principal is 50,000 and the first rate of interest is 8% and for the second year it is 9%. So we will use that formula, that is A amount is equals to P into 1 plus P by 100 into 1 plus Q by 100. So we have amount after 2 years will be, you can see, 5,000 multiply 1 plus 8 by 100 multiply 1 plus 9 by 100. After calculation, the compound interest, the amount we got is 58,860. So this is the amount after the 2 years. And what will be the compound interest? As I said you have to subtract amount minus principal, and the compound interest is 8,860. Now let's see the next formula. The next formula is when interest is compounded annually but the time is in fraction. For example, you have given here in the screen also, that is 2 whole 3 by 5 years. If such type of question will come, then what you will do? So in that type of question, in order to calculate amount, you have to use this formula. The formula is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power square. Here the time, the whole part is 2, that's why whole square, multiply the fraction part is 3 by 5. So it will be multiplied with the rate of interest. So 1 plus 3 by 5 into rate divided by 100. So you may able to calculate the amount. So let's see, one question is there. Find the compound interest on 31,250 at 8% per annum for two whole 3 by 4 years. So the amount after 2 whole 3 by 4 years will be 31,250 multiply 1 plus 8 by 100 whole square multiply 1 plus 3 by 4 into 8 divide by 100. 3 by 4, the time 3 by 4 will be directly multiplied with the rate, and you may able to calculate it as the amount after 2 whole 3 by 4 years will be 38,637. This will be the amount. Now the compound interest will be amount minus principal. The principal is 31,250. So when it will be subtracted with 38,637, so the compound interest you got will be 7,387. This will be the amount. Compound interest. Now let's see the next one. When the compound interest is half yearly. So when the rate of interest is half yearly, you have to do two things. First one, you have to multiply the rate with 1 by 2 and you have to multiply the time with 2. Remember students, you have to multiply the rate with 1 by 2 and you have to multiply the time with 2. You will now, then you have to apply that formula in the compound interest formula and you will get the amount, that is equals to P into 1 plus R by 200 whole power 2n. and for calculating the compound interest it will be amount minus principal. And when the interest is compounded quarterly, quarterly means in a year there are 4 quarters, 3 months each. So, if the rate of interest is compounded quarterly, then you have to multiply the rate with 1 by 4 and you have to multiply the time with 4, and the final amount formula will be amount is equals to P into 1 plus R by 400 whole power 4n. So, in this process you will get the amount when compounded half yearly, when compounded quarterly you will get the amount, and after getting the amount you will calculate the compound interest by subtracting the amount with the principal. So, students, let see one question. This question is the compound interest on 1,25,000 for 9 months at 8% per annum compounded quarterly. Here you can see the rate is 8% and the time is quarter. So, how many quarters are there in this 9 months we have to calculate. So, in a year there are 4 quarters, 3 months each, as I said you earlier. So, for 9 months there are 3 quarters. So, you can see here the time is 3 quarter. The rate of interest, what I told you, that you have to multiply it with 1 by 4. So, 8% divided by 4, so it becomes 2% per annum, that will be quarter, and the principal is 1,25,000. So, we have to put all these values in the amount formula. So, amount will be equals to 1,25,000 multiply 1 plus 2 by 100 whole cube. So, after calculating I got the amount as 1,32,651. Now, when this amount will be subtracted with the principal, that is 1,25,000, I will get the compound interest, and the compound interest is 7,651. So, I hope that you have understood the concept of compound interest formula, when the rate is compounded annually, half yearly, quarterly, when the rates are different for the years, or when the time is in fraction for the rate. I hope that you have understood the concept. Thank you, students. Have a nice day. Stay safe at home. Thank you.